Okay, well, we're back? Question mark? It's very frustrating when that thing freezes, and it's happening a lot. It happens a lot. Very frustrating, actually. Some of you guys might not even be on the stream right now, but I hope you will be. Every time I do, that always happens, I get really worried because then I lose a lot of viewers right away. Like, oh, he went offline. I guess he's sent already. No, not right, not quite. Try to explain. Ouch. Try to explain that my streaming software is seriously buggy sometimes. Nothing I can do about it. Yeah, I tried to explain to you guys that I had to stop. I had to restart everything because there's an error. Hopefully everybody comes back. You can. I think this is a completely different webpage. But just press F5. All you gotta do is press F5. For everybody who's not pressed F5, you probably should. Well, you won't be able to hear me say press F5, but maybe someone in the chat can say press F5. Something. It's vital. Press that F5. So we're just gonna chill, talk about Arden. That's really gonna be it. You gotta. I would not go that far. You guys should almost never do EX3 for any New Vision Awakening unit besides like someone who you're gonna be using for a very, very long time and you really want to use them, I guess. But like RNA is probably not one of them. I don't think. I'm not sure if RNA is one of those units you would want to use multiple of. Who am I to tell you otherwise? I'm just saying that. Remember that EX3 costs Red Pearl. I would say the only one that's worth it ever to go to EX3 is Beatrice, because she's a magic tank. Her stats will go up by a little bit if you go to EX3 with her. Creeper, what's up? So who here thinks that it's gonna be a typo that Arden is not going to be a dark element on his jump, or was it a typo? In the news it doesn't say that he has a dark element, but Noctis does have an element in his news if you go back and look. Think it's a typo? You should still save them. They don't have an expiration date. Like everybody, like I don't know. People think that a lot of things in this game have like expiration dates or something. Just save them for future Neovision units. Then you will have something to use them on, and then you'll be like, hey, I have all these red pearls and I won't have to worry about them because I already have a whole bunch of them, right? Like, people ask me all the time, what should I use my S-turn Moogle on? Do you need it for anything? Do you need any items right now? Struggling with any content? No? Well, they don't have an expiration date. Just hold on to it, because if you're asking me what you should get, then obviously you're not really sure what you should get. And you can probably live without any of those picks that I would tell you. Not really. In fact, 2 of her staff is better than her STMR. And I showed that build in my global version of that video. Of that guide, a Lunafreya guide. I just used 2 of her staff. I don't even use her TMR. most of the time. So our STMR is basically only if you never wanted to equip a second staff for some reason, but it's just far better to equip 2 of the Chronicle Battle Staff. Sorry about that noise thing. Oh, yeah, I don't think her STMR is not really that good. I mean, it's not terrible. And has future uses, perhaps, in the future, like I said. But for Luna, she wouldn't really want that too much. And I know because I have it on the JP side, and I don't even use it anymore. I don't even use it. Doesn't seem very much use. How would you want Kyrie? Unless you like the character, she's not really that special. I don't think she is. Nice. Probably the best bet, because then you'll have more stats at least. I don't think Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be coming back anytime soon, if ever. If ever. So if you didn't pull Kyrie, then that sucks. But you'll just have to live. You'll just have to live without it. There's a lot of characters that I don't have, and I'll just have to get over it. I don't have this character. I don't have this character. Oh well. At least I have a lot of other characters over here, right? No, it's not. You'll get a little bit of damage, but you're losing out on a lot of killers and things. Whereas Lightning's STMR gives you a huge boost of damage. Like I would say, just equip a killer or something instead of that. It's like a trap almost. If you want to think of it that way. Basically, that 50% material is basically like a trap for new players. Like, hey, look at this. It's almost Lightning's STMR. And then when you equip it, it's like, why bother? It's not even the full percentage. Just hope for Lightning in the future. Hope to get Lightning. We're getting a better healer than Rena. The healer role is starting to become a non-factor anymore. Most times, no, in the future trials, and you'll see them if you watch my trial videos, which most people don't, but that's okay. But most trials now, you're just equipping like Phoenix Jake's TMR. And your tank is basically self-healing every turn instead of healing with a healer. So not very much needed for healers anymore. Or there's like units that like SOS Lightning who can do healing on the side. That's kind of like the thing that I'm talking about. Like a dedicated healing role is not so useful anymore. There has not been a set dedicated healer role in a while, actually. There has not been one in a while, like a long time. Okay, let's try this again, but let's actually change team. I don't actually know if they're going to be able to chain properly, but I'll try Sora. Maybe Sora can chain. I'm pretty sure he can chain with Hawkeye here. Unfortunately, healer roll is just not going to be a thing, and it's a thing of the past because you can just get by. Most new trials are just basically, hey, do you have a very strong DPS? No? Well, I'm sorry to say you can't clear this trial, kind of thing. That's how it's going nowadays. You need another Animoy chainer, but there aren't very many of them. Those days are long gone. Long gone. Whoops. I'm gonna want a 10-man trial weapon. You can bring any new vision unit and just one-shot those bosses at this point. No, you have to attack normally. It's just a basic normal attack you have to do. Barrage is its own ability. So that would not work because that would have already been discovered on the JP side already. I promise. That would have already been easily discovered on the JP side. No, they didn't. They didn't actually. They skipped that entirely, actually. You can kill that easily. Just bring a magic tank of any kind and just have an evasion unit just one-shot him over and over again. Even with HP locks. No big deal. Man, this is Thunder Element though, it's not very useful. That sucks. I know I'm taking a long time to find something, but I'm trying to find like the perfect chainer. Oh, whoops. He needs to have this equipped. For more stats. Whoops. Flare, what's up? I don't think I have enough main eater for everything. I think it's almost impossible to equip all that main eater for everybody. Some units are just not gonna have enough killer. Farm Teamar and S Teamar at this point, just do events and you'll get a whole bunch of Muggles. Just do all the events that are available to you. You'll get all the Muggles you ever could ask for. Have you ever played Guardian Tales? No, I haven't. I have not. Noctis has that too? Oh my goodness. Noctis has everything. Not much human killer left that's available. That I remember. Anyways. What happened to War of the Visions? I thought everybody loved that game, huh? I thought everybody loved War of the Visions. Is there a change of heart? Well, if that's what you prefer, then that's okay. Try this team. Not for a long time. Not for a very long time, actually. Quite a whiles away. I'm sure you can find some. Find some good friends. Most of the final boss for the stage. Waiting for Noctis. He's the one slowing everyone down. This and this and this. Isn't anything. The other game is called Last Claudio. Did I do more damage? Hopefully, please. I did, but like it's still garbage. I feel like the people that are capping this have like gigantic amount of human killer or something. Actually, I did not do better damage. I feel like the people who are capping this have like gigantic damage of some kind or something that I'm not finding. I don't know. Anyways, let's switch to Tower Trials. 455 is a bitch, but we'll try it. Let's try it. Guy is very, very difficult, even for now. He's one of the only hard challengers in this entire chat room. This guy needs to be status infected soon or else we're screwed. There we go, that's what we want to see. I'm imperiling his status element, basically. I'm imperiling for status elements in this game. The main one I'm controlling right now is one of the most low-powered characters in the game for status elements. As you can see here, this really tough boss that normally would be very difficult to beat is getting his ass kicked because you can't do anything. Feels bad. Feels bad. Oh, now he's activated it. Okay, well... Bye. Surprising. He cleansed his debuff or something. This ain't gonna do very much damage to him, honestly. Yeah. I think he's guarding or something. Didn't do very much, that's alright. Well... Rip Rain. Or, I mean, I'm gonna call him Rain, because he's so identical. Good. Well, there actually is quote unquote a Dragon Quest collaboration, but it's one-sided. I saw the advertisement on the Dragon Quest Twitter account. It's basically one-sided. Brave Exvius is getting collaboration with them, but only in the Dragon Quest game, nothing else. As you can see here, on the DB side, there's no collaboration with anything going on right now. So I don't know when it's going to happen. That was like the only time it ever was going to happen. And it was one-sided. There's so many, like, there's a lot of one-sided collaborations going on right now. There was Sinoalis, which was one-sided, and then there was the Dragon Quest that's also one-sided. Very strange. Why would you ever do a one-sided collaboration? Like, what does that prove? Nightmare, what's up? That's trash. Garbage pulls as usual. No surprises there. Usually the next few floors are really easy after that hard one. So much I think I can go back on auto. I was really hoping for Tifa shards, but it looks like it's not going to happen. Tifa shards are just not going to come to me. I really want Tifa shards really bad, and they're just not going to show up. Feels bad, man. I believe there was one ticket that I could use. Or two, I guess. Let's see if we get lucky with two tickets. Let's go. Nope, first one is already done. First one's already done. I know, right? That was amazing. Who needs anything else? Who needs rainbows and illusions? Let's just get a bunch of blues instead. Look at that, blues. Hey. Rip. How many shards do I got for Tifa now? 31 out of 50. I'm so close. Well, not really that close, but pretty decently close, I'd say. Decently close to getting into EX1. Sure, it's remarkable. It's a fantastic team. Go do got a 5-star or high ticket for 6. I already did those, I think. I'm assuming you're talking about the ones in the second tab. I already did those. I actually got Yumaro, but the other one was locked. It was like whatever, unlocked. So this lock, not this one, the old one, adventure lock. That was whatever to me. They can take all those stones back. They can have all those stones back if we don't ever have that crown situation ever again. Just don't ever give us that crown situation ever again, please. I'll live without the free summons, guys. I'll live without the free summons. We're gonna like playing there. I'm glad even if you're not gonna play it, I'm glad people are actually asking about it. It's called Last Claudia, a game that I do cover on this channel. Basically, they've looked and they've researched and they've basically made a very old. It's basically how do I say this in words? What words can I say? It's inspired by old RPGs. Is what Last Claudia is. The story is very old, like something you would expect from an old RPG kind of story. It's and they've said that themselves, not me. I'm not saying this. I'm just saying what the creator said. They were inspired, whatever you want to say, by old RPGs. How about them ice comps? Okay, let's see if we can make an ice comp. I actually like. That's one of my favorite things in this game is making like team comps, like dark comps and light comps and stuff. It's one of the only things I like in this game left. So ice comps. Yeah, like retro RPGs, pretty much. What can we do? None of those characters would be too good in this. I almost said Elena, but then I would vomit, so you guys wouldn't want to see that. Elena is so terrible on the JP side, it's like it's like a joke. What's up, Enid? What? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see anything over there. What? Nothing there, it's just streets. Nothing there. I don't know what you're talking about. If you think those are, if you think that little sheets over there are unused, I think you need some glasses. I think you need some help. You got Realm, nice. Realm is good. Realm is still useful. You could put Axstar in a nice comp. Axstar is not too bad. With the ZX2 buff. And you could use Reagan. Now his Luniverse, unfortunately, because his Luniverse is bad in a way that's delayed, so it doesn't work with anybody. I wish that they fixed Reagan's Luniverse for it, which came with 24 hits instead of having that delay. So there are some ice comps. There are some ice comps out there that can work. It's not. Ice is not really the thing that I think about right now. Most of the time it's like light or dark. Pretty much. 4 years, what? What kind of luck do you have? How much your luck? I had some pretty good luck the past few months, but obviously it didn't go too well. Maybe he's talking about other games. Did you ever think of that? Maybe talking about other than Brave Exvius. Unity, come on. Come on, Unity, come on. You gotta think about these things a little bit. I'm sure in the future, maybe there'll be an ice damage dealer sometime. I can't think of any right now. There's not very many of them right now. It's basically Sephiroth and Tifa or nothing, pretty much, and that's kind of sad. Where you have to just use, you can only use 2 finishers, and if you're not using them, then anybody else that you're using is not very good. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that fun? If you don't have these 2 finishers, then your game's not really that complete. You didn't know that, Blue Chicken? I can't even believe Blue Chicken's even in the stream right now. That's actually that's like a monumental occasion. That's like a screenshot worthy. Someone's gotta take a screenshot of this. He's actually in the stream. It's actually a surprise, for real. I'm not even being sarcastic. It's a surprise. Like a huge surprise. Carlos! What's up? You see how easy this is after floor 55? I told you guys, floor 55 is a bitch. And then after you get past floor 55, it's like a dream cruise. It's easy. I autoed all the way to 55 as well with Kyle on my team. The new Kyle is just overpowered. The new Kyle just makes it so I just sit back with my my feet on my desk. Not literally. He's the first person in this game to have a cover ability, so basically he just covered all the damage. It's not even like a threat anymore. Like you just go like this. Kyle can do all the work. I'll just sit here and auto. Wait until like floor 93 or something like that. Nice. Make sure you check the store sometimes, because I find sometimes there's legend equipment in the store. It's like opening a Christmas present sometimes when you find it. Like, oh my god, there's a legend item in there. Next week? How would it be next week? I think they already did something like that, didn't they? They did like a fan meetup thing. I guess that's what maybe what they're calling it. They already kind of did something like that. Yeah, it's decent. It's decent. Shadow, well, I guess it's better now with Shadow, with his buffs that he got, but his attack is still terrible. I don't know how to raise his attack up that well. Let's try it. I'm gonna try to build him again. His attack is so garbage. I don't understand why. He has 20% true to wield, but it's garbage. I don't really understand why it's so bad. If you're talking about this version right here, I'm not using an emulator at all. I really need to make like a new video or something. Like everybody asks me that all the time. That's not a problem. I'm not bothered by it. But I just wish everybody would know that I'm not using an emulator right now. Shadow did get buffed on the debut side, yes. His modifiers are insanely high now. The catch is that they're all still Grandis abilities, so you can't use them. You can only use them twice. But as you can see here, that's not right. Okay, maybe it's not. I don't think it's showing up in this screen. These aren't right. These numbers are lower than they should be right now. I'm pretty sure these are not right. Oh, because I was using the AR chain. They're swapped. They get swapped when I go into battle. So these are what I want. 270 times mod. These are stars rate chains. 240k or 200. 240 times, plus 300% attack buff, so you'd want to use that one first. And also another 270 times, so very strong. But obviously you can't use them for extended fights, you'd only be able to use them for like very quick fights. Like Dark Vision, for example. Not very good otherwise, but that's okay. Oh, I was building him, right? So his attack can't go very high, so he's not door powered. But I mean, two shadows and Sephiroth would be pretty decent, I guess. You could also use one Sephiroth, one Shadow, and also one Dark Knight Leon. And actually, that would probably be the preference anyway, because Dark Knight Leon also got buffed. He has 45% damage amp for one ally and himself. If you guys have used Neovision Rain, it's basically like Neovision Rain's imbue ability, where he targets somebody, but then he imbues himself and he imbues an ally, and he gives himself 45% damage amp for Dark, and he gives an ally 45% damage amp, which is really strong. So Shadow, Dark Knight Leon, and Sephiroth will be a very strong Dark team. Oh, it's Terra's new buff. It's. Let's see if I can go to it. It's this thing here. Or is that? No, is that it? These numbers don't make any sense. They're supposed to be like 15 or something like that, right? Where I go to it here. Okay, here it is. So they go from 25% to 30% buffs for Rama, Ifrit, and Shiva. And then the next round would be 35. And then the next round would be 40. You see how bullshit this is, by the way? You hear it? You see? I'm not just making this up. Not just making this up. Well, apparently on the global side, they're actually near damage because Noctis's rotation got cut down to 5 turns. Well, Water Lily, you should just chill out for a little bit. You should just chill out and just say, hey, I don't need this right now. And then stay for Sephiroth, which is completely fine. And I recommend for most people that like Sephiroth, you probably should be saving for him because it's worse than a grind. So I guess you haven't seen that video. Basically, I'll show you here. No, this is important to me. So you get 1 crown for free, but you gotta complete a pretty decently hard mission to get it. And then after that, you have to go in here and pull. You get 10 tickets for 10 plus 1, so that's 5k lapis for 10 tickets. And there's 80 tickets you need in total to get through this one box and this RNG base to get this crown. And you see the other crown is in the 3rd box, which means you need a lot more lapis. You need like over 100k lapis to get both crowns. It's worse than Dragon Quest. It's worse than way worse than Dragon Quest. You need a gigantic amount of lapis, like over 100k something. It's actually ridiculous. So if you guys are hoping, hey, I can finally get my a Terra buff or something, nope. You need to spend like 100k lapis to get that Terra buff. And if you don't do it right now, you might not be able to do it ever again. Because who knows if those crowns will come back. And who knows if they'll work for Final Fantasy 6 units. Isn't that fun? Aren't you guys happy that that's happening? That they're gatekeeping enhancements that used to be free, pretty much. I say this all the time, but I was tracking this back then because I was playing the Dragon Quest. I was playing the Dragon Quest banner back then because you guys want to go check. I did pull for the original Dragon Quest banner just to show you guys that it was a terrible idea. Back when my channel was still very new, and that was bad. That was such a gigantic fiasco that they had to give away gold keys. They dropped down huge amounts of ranking and earning for that week. They dropped from like, it was like 14 or 15 ranking range. They jumped, or they went way down to like, ouch. They jumped down to like 60 something during that Dragon Quest banner. How did I get those 490 EX tickets? It's from the EX point shop, so spending money. That's 290, not 490. But I guess I went through it pretty fast. But there really isn't anything here that's special. There's Red Pearl, I guess, but I got a lot of those. I have 25 of them apparently. 50% S-tier removal. And then, like, why would you pick any of this other stuff? Like, why would you ever pick any of this stuff here? That's a joke. Pots are so... There are so many pots right now that I have to store them away. So that's a joke. These tickets you get for free. The Neovision Awakening ones. If these were the Neovision versions, that would be much better. In fact, I would happily take that. I probably would have bought both of them already. They really should have had Neovision Shard tickets in here instead of Neovision Awakening ones, because you can get these for free. I have tons of them, as you can see. I've got 80 of them. So they're not all that special. In the regular ones, these yellow pearls, like really? And a Moogle, like a regular Moogle, like, it's nothing that special. Nothing that special in there, really, honestly. Alright. I wanted to play the Chinese version really quickly before we got out of here. Someone was, I was supposed to respond to someone asking me like, hey, you actually play the Chinese version? Yeah, yes I do. I do play the Chinese version. I thought that was pretty clear that I did. Clowns? What clowns? What clowns? I need to know. We all need to know what clowns you're talking about. The crowns in there, they'd probably get equally get mad. I can't believe someone actually posted that. Okay. I don't know why the music's not playing, but... Oh, here it is. That's why. So, if you guys missed that Elena's getting buffed on the Chinese version, she's quite good now. She has pretty huge burst. She has pretty huge burst now. Her Brave Shift form is actually worth shifting to. Thanks for coming by, Rude. Appreciate ya. Come by for a little bit. I found the comment. Found the comment. Yes, I do play the Chinese version. So, the event's going away soon. I'm not even done yet. I'm only at 72, and what do I need to go to for the last reward? 80. Is that legit? Someone just re-sponsored to the channel, or already sponsored, or something like that. Someone just sponsored to the channel, so thank you very much for that. Basically, they became a YouTube member, so if you want to become a YouTube member as well and get a lot of perks and things, make sure you click that join button. It helps support me and stuff like that, so appreciate ya. And I'm gonna play My Hero Academia. Maybe. You know, I'm not shooting you down or anything, but everybody always comes to me and says, "Hey, this is the next big game. You should play it." And then when I play it, it's like I don't get any traffic, like any new eyes on my channel at all. Like this guy was hyped tremendously on my Discord and stuff, and then like there's almost no one that plays it anymore already. Like, I thought this guy was gonna be like my big break, that I could finally stop only covering Brave Exvius and do something else. That was not even close to being the case, apparently. My channel's just not big enough to cover whatever I want, unfortunately. I gotta get a head. I have a head right here. That's okay, Flare Wolf. As long as you click the like button, it's helpful enough. If you want to just do that for free, clicking the like button is free. If there is anyone that wants to support my channel though, click the join button. You get a lot of stuff, I think. Try to make the perks really nice. My nose is all plugged up or something messed up with it. Unfortunately, I'm already playing so many games that I'm sometimes in the morning I don't even have time to play some other games. Like Genshin, for example, is basically being pushed down to the very bottom. Like I play Genshin very late at night. I do my missions and I go to bed. I don't even really do anything with it anymore. I almost have no time to play Genshin anymore, which sucks. What? Three times. So I guess you would be liking in the end. Because you click on it once, and then you click on it again, then it's off, and then it's off, and then you click on it one more time, and it's on again. That Arc the Lad gacha coming out got its JP server shut down. Yikes. I saw that being hyped on the Disgaea Twitter already. That's a yikes. Well, thanks for telling me that, I guess. I probably won't be looking at that then. That's a pretty bad sign. If that's the case. That's a pretty bad sign. I know that gacha games don't typically have a huge audience, but there are channels out there that have gigantic views. I'm trying to grow my channel to be where I can just cover anything. And people will like it, kind of thing, you know? But I really want to help people out. The main focus of this channel is helping people and, you know, informing people of things. And maybe my pulls might entertain you once or twice, maybe. But I would never consider myself any kind of entertainer. Or being entertaining. I'm more someone who likes to inform people of things. Unfortunately. Someone like me is not able to be entertaining enough. I wish. Yeah, Rudy. I'm glad that my Axe can kill them on his own. Imagine playing Brave Exvius and just being able to play whoever you want. And their modifiers didn't matter. You could just use, if you wanted to use Tidus, you could just use Tidus. And that game is very, very real if you want to play Opera Omnia. Where meta really isn't a thing. Opera Omnia doesn't even really have a meta. Like sometimes there's events that you have to use certain characters sometimes, but not all the time. Because there will always be some people who say, oh, I can just use this character to beat this. And a lot of the time that's the truth. I just don't have time to play Opera Omni right now. I wish I did. I don't. You guys have any last questions before the stream is over? Because this was only supposed to be like an hour-long stream. Because I am very tired. Because I went back to work this week, and my car's running again. So I did not slow down. I'm still going full speed ahead. I should slow down a little bit. I shouldn't do work and stream at the same time in the same week that I go back. I just feel really tired. Not getting a lot of sleep right now because of the jump in sleep schedule again. The skin update is pretty neat. You can make your character look different, but only for certain characters, not all of them. Like for example, if there's a unit that has a twin, like a tag unit of that unit, you can't use them in that skin pretty much. Like if you picked a Fina, you can't make them Fina and Daisy, for example. So it's kind of specific a little bit. Kind of weird example, but not that big of a deal. I remember on the Chinese version that I was gonna have Lastfall as my main DPS, and then I got super lucky with Axe Stars, as you can see. For anyone who does not follow my Chinese adventures, this is a completely free-to-play account. And I have like four Neovisions now, but unfortunately 2 of them are the same. I have 2 Eris and 2 Axe Stars for free. Pretty neat. In fact, I should probably melt down the other Aerith at some point soon. Because she's actually a very strong damage dealer now. Very strong. Probably one of the strongest mages in the game. Her modifiers are really high and she can cap her own chain, which is nice. Is the free rainbow today? It is! Free Rainbow Day! Hype! Free Rainbow Day! Oh, whoops, I skipped it on accident. Oh well. Orlando. Oof. That was probably the worst rainbow to get, but it's free. I can't really complain about it, but that's not very useful. This TMR is not very useful to us. Unfortunate. That was incredibly unfortunate to get that as my free rainbow of the week. Oh my god, what? You shouldn't even be here. Thea, you shouldn't even be here if that's the time. Yikes. So yeah, Make sure you guys join the Discord. Link is in the description of the stream or video, depending on what you're watching. And if you're not already in the Discord, make sure you join, like I said. And I'll see you guys on Thursday. I don't know what we're gonna do on Thursday actually, but Friday I know what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna stay up all night if I have to, and we're gonna finish Final Fantasy 15. We are gonna finish Final Fantasy 15 whether I like it or not on Friday, for sure. So I can play other games. I've been stuck on Final Fantasy 15 for months as my alternate game. So we're gonna try and finish that on Friday if you want to come hang out. Anyways, see you guys.